Peace. Welcome to my channel, Ida the I. I'm going to be doing an intuitive tarot card reading for you today. So I hope you're doing okay. Welcome. I'm going to set up the cards today in kind of like a collage and then just see what energies come out. So I heard the song, I think I'm gonna like it here, from Annie. Annie keeps coming through a lot. I think I'm gonna like it here. I just noticed the moon kind of peeking behind. Where did I see it? It was like, sometimes the moon just peeks out in a really interesting way. So this can be your intuition kind of popping through. Things that you can't explain, things that cannot really be talked about. Grace that you just don't have anymore, things that you're sick of, tired of. Saturn is rewarding you. I'm also getting that of Saturn rewarding you for all of your hard work. So I'm also with this hill here, this kind of dried out hill, but then there are still things growing from this hill. So I feel like maybe you're in a transitional period. This is kind of making me think of a transition or like a bridge towards a transition. And this kind of half and half, like some things are still really not going very good, but then there's something kind of calm. You're moving towards something that's positive, and Saturn is helping you with that. And Saturn will reward you. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something that's not talked about. The hard work that you're forced to put in because of Saturn and the pressure that Saturn puts on you, you're naturally growing. And so sometimes you look up and realize like, oh, I really have grown a lot. And notice where you have Saturn in your chart, because that's going to be the area where you'll be pushed, you'll be pressured, you'll be prodded, you'll be asked to work harder, you'll be asked to grow. And it's kind of, in some cases, you have no chance. I said no chance. Somebody doesn't have a damn chance, but you don't have a choice, you know, but to grow. So let's see. I knew the lion was going to come out. I just knew the lion was going to come out. I heard the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. But I knew this lion energy of like, not somebody, somebody has so much impatience. Somebody is very impatient, and that's interesting to me. That's very interesting to me. Like, self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. Someone's in this energy. Hiding. A veil, a cloak even. Cloaking themselves. I was getting an energy of somebody feeling like they're old. And that, yeah, that they're out of time to do something, to move, to fly, I'll say, to fly. Like you just don't have any time anymore. Feeling like you're in between the teeth of this energy right here, of this panther. Or that's kind of like what you're trying to avoid, being chomped down on, chewed upon. Big cat energy. And then choosing to be alone because of it, like wanting to just be wanting to be, but you're not. And it's almost like you wish you were. Like, I've just kind of feel an energy of like, I wish I wasn't a part, or I wish I was alone. Except that you must wait to connect to your intuitive dream world of metaphors and symbols and get to a place of confidence. What's a training? And it takes passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. Pollinating a flower. I don't know. This energy just is a little weird to me. I can't say I'm loving it. I can't say I'm loving what I'm getting. And I kind of am feeling like the opposing energy. I'm getting a feeling of having to pour everything out. Like having to just feel like everything is a fucking waste. And wishing people would just like, can you just... It's just this depressing feeling of like, like I have to, like everything is just, pouring it out, you know, like miserable. I just feel this miserable energy. An idol you don't want to have, or like somebody kind of in this backwards energy that you feel like you're being forced to behave a certain way for, or like go an extra mile for. And then it's like the more you walk and work, it just feels like the more waste of emotion, the more just so wasteful, and somebody being so just this energy, this panther in reverse energy, somebody very defensive, leaving you defenseless of your own dream. And even though there's no new start for you, something about like there's no new start, but then there's still some sort of pause. Not happy about somebody's ego while also trying to deal with your own. I'm going to jump into this rulership book and see. And so this right here, sometimes I've lately been looking at this to kind of channel the energy of this little baby here, and it kind of gives me something different every time. But right now it's giving somebody who like is really embarrassed about what they have done, and so they're sitting in shock, trying to like really nervous about what they're gonna do. Nervous about what they're gonna do, embarrassed about what they did, and then like breaking your back, all for it to be a waste. Waterfalls. See, I literally waterfalls. So that's what that energy is giving. Waterfalls for the weasels. Wishing that you had some red weed, like a color kind of like that. Singleness. Stop thinking that being single is sinister, or letting somebody else tell you that. Shins, shops, shores, shop on the shore. Pneumonia. Somebody might get pneumonia for being fucking obstinate. What does, or being obnoxious? Somebody might get some pneumonia. Obstructions. Occult obstructions, nuts. Somebody is noticing just how real spirit can be. I feel like somebody really played with spirit and thought it was just a whatever thing. And then it's like, no, honey, it's not. 2 now, the number 2 now. 2 now. Molasses. Slow as molasses. Money feels slow like molasses. Mussels and moss. Muck, running amok, motionless. Serious, up-to-date research is vitally needed. That feels like something I should share with you. When I'm giving you these words, be willing to research, or be willing to research the planets, that I'm talking about and stuff. It is recognized that in spite of years of careful compilation, errors and omissions will be found in this work. The author would appreciate hearing of these also. Interesting. That's interesting. Wow. Wow. Rudeness. Wow. Some of these things I get are like a little bit too close to my life, people I've known. And I guess it makes sense, but it's like I'm just not always in the mood to roast some of these folks that I know. It's like some just literally gave me like the last name of somebody that I know. And it's like, it's basically filling me in on somebody, you know, talking shit where they don't belong to really be talking. And I don't know, but that can just be, it's just, you know, it feels like a way. It's just like, ooh, shut up. Okay. These kind of energies can come through though. I feel like if you're picking up other folks talking shit to you or about you and you're away from them, know that it's just like the waiting period that comes with it. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Spirit will throw a lot at you. There'll be a lot of people trying to be negative towards you when you're moving in your purpose. When you're actually doing something that you like, that interests you, there's going to be opposition, and there's going to be the kind of opposition that can be confusing to you. Like, it can be the kind of opposition that makes you feel like I shouldn't be doing this at all if you let it. And so it's up to you to decide, you know? Time can be seen to be both linear and a spiral circle back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Somebody does not have the energy to go back in time because they just want to create the future. Time creates the future. So you may feel alone right now or kind of pushed in a corner of being something, you know what I mean? Being seen as something, labeled as something. I would say don't be afraid to roast a motherfucker, to be honest. I would say feel confident in this time where you don't have the support to absolutely let a motherfucker know they can shut the fuck up. That would be my recommendation. I feel like, and especially maybe you're the kind of person that has a hard time doing that. I would recommend doing it. I would recommend acting a fool and just doing it and see how that works for you. You know, see how that works for you if that's something you don't normally do. Originality. Feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right way. Okay, so it's kind of like no need. I would really, I I would just get comfortable and get comfortable in the opposition, get comfortable with the idea that what you're doing is unpleasurable to people. I don't know, like get comfortable with it and keep going, and that there may be some space between now and the next stage of your dream. And something about there being a metaphor there. There's a metaphor in that. If somebody's saying they don't like you because you fart in the night, it's literally just that maybe they don't. I don't know, I'm just seeing that. These look like intestines to me. So like nighttime intestinal look, and then the firefly underneath that. And like being heartbroken by that, or like not wanting anybody to know that. It's funny, I remember asking that last night of just like, that came through last night of feeling embarrassed about that, you know, of just like, oh God, like I probably fart in the night. And this was me thinking of this for me. And then, but I'm like, but who doesn't fart at night? And then I heard spirit was like children and dead people. Right? Like people with like very like, you know, very quickly working internals. And people that are not alive. So it's like I wouldn't let it, I don't know, like I just wouldn't let it get you down too much. Something about a stairway flower in the stairway, flowers in the stairway. I love this outfit. Something about this. Kind of like the long look. Is it original for you? Is your long look original for you? Or you feel like you have to do things the right way and that's why? Like back-breaking, wasteful work. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling that I'm getting from this of like, oh, my neck hurts and it's all a waste. This feeling of it's a waste. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Muse in reverse. Not wanting to be somebody's. Something about a muse. See, these things annoy me too. I'm getting this energy of like Prince and his muse, that I'm blanking on her name right now, one of them, but like I want to say Mai Tai, but I don't think that's her name. Maybe like something with an M though, but just kind of like and then I'm seeing, I heard the Citadel right now, but then I'm seeing this right here. So like the courthouse. Somebody's internet is locked down, so what you share, like that's the pause. But it's kind of not a fair pause. I'm like, who must wait, Spirit? Who must wait? What does this mean? Somebody's gonna have to wait. Wait while somebody just fucking sits there and is a waste. recycling, 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 recycling. Wow, yeah. Being a witness of something. Stubbornness is your style. Maybe you're a Taurus. Definitely relatable. I do find comfort in the familiar. Conmen, complex conmen, being condemned. So be confident that somebody doing all this, complex shit. Congestion in the body. Confusion be, ooh, so this is interesting. Sometimes I feel like it's so interesting, a couple of things. Wow, it's like somebody is working really, really hard to get somebody to not believe that what they're doing matters, or that there's no point, or even trying to slow them down just for the purpose of so that they can't, you need to be a part of this, or something that can help, so because of that now you're stuck in our situation. And it's I'm not fucking stuck in anything. It's a lot of lies and BS going on. It's a lot of lies and BS going on. Someone's not gonna be amused. And somebody is so overly controlling that they think that if they just put their big ass foot over somebody's life and desires, that or something about also trying to do something the right way, but it's ooh, pray it's really the right way with common sense added. Tired of the contest, the bullshit contest. Prudence. Yeah. And sometimes it can be a fucked up situation where it's ooh, I don't know. Imagine being in a situation where as you're recording the work that you do, there's a full round table of people watching what you do. And then you can hear the things that they're saying spiritually about what you're recording. So it's while I'm doing this reading for you, I am hearing like a whole group of individuals who are hacked into my shit telling me what I need to be doing. And that's so fascinating, and that can be like really frustrating when I'm doing my readings. And y'all know I've talked about illegal surveillance and dealing with just like people really stalking me in the strangest of ways. And it's not just monitoring spirits, because there is this thing about, oh, it's monitoring, you feel like somebody's watching, it's a monitoring spirit, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's literally not. It's real people and it's real illegal activity going on. And so it's like, I'm passionate about this, but I might have to literally go and deal with some folks that I don't want to deal with to get out of this. And it's like, for me, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to stay at nobody's house. The shit I've been picking up, y'all, it's like, I'm mad because also there's a lot being hidden, a lot of injustice being hidden. And nobody wants to share the true injustice that's happening. Like, everybody wants to lie about the injustice. Everybody wants to stay on the supporter of the one doing the injustice, hoping they get the payout, hoping they get what they were offered for doing what they've been doing. And then it's like causing somebody else to suffer. The firefly here, it gives me this energy also of like needing to be in this ego energy, this lion energy, or this like sexy energy, when it's just kind of like, that's not what I'm giving. Like, I'm giving this, I'm giving this, I'm giving this. And so I don't know, I feel like there's just a frustration of having to be uprooted in some kind of way. And like, you can't get any details because nobody wants to give you any, but they're expecting you to make moves you have no desire to make, when you know also, like, it's like, spiritually having the information doesn't help, because you can see deeply into what people have done in the past and the present and the shit that they're planning in the future. And so the fact that these complicated motherfuckers are so like, they have been doing this for so long, cutting off channels, trying to change people's channels. And this goes all the way down to just trying to hurt people in general, trying to literally make sure that people either want to kill themselves, okay? And this is when the magic comes in, doing group magic to try to make people want to kill themselves, feel so low that they'll never ever, you know, really. And I've experienced that as well, of feeling alone, but then still feeling like something is so wrong, not being aware that the illegal surveillance and the hacking had a lot to do with it. And so that shit makes me very angry. I don't like the idea of recruitment when somebody already said no. I don't like the idea of recruitment when you already have your eyes set on declining somebody. I don't like the idea of recruitment for no reason. I don't like the idea of having to go in and be in a firefly energy and act like everything's good when it's not fucking good. I don't like it. I don't like it also when everybody around you has more details than you, and you have to hear them talk shit. Like, you have spiritual details while people have actual details, and those details are the information that you need, while a motherfucker is also lying to you at the same fucking time. Like, it's like to hear people talking shit about shit they don't know about, while a motherfucker is lying to them to ensure that you don't get what you want out of your life, and nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. So everybody, it's like just imagine it. Somebody coming in to your place of work, getting everybody around you to think something that's not true about you while they don't even talk to you. So they're plotting on you while they're getting the people around you to not like you, because they're telling them lies about a situation when really they're plotting some dark, ugly shit. And I've seen too many Black women who were clearly innocent die in the last 4 years randomly, and I don't know why. I've seen too much of that. And I know when I have people on me who are plotting for just that. This shit goes deep. This shit goes all the way deep to having somebody like work with somebody's own family to cover up what really happened. So after I said all that, that's like, I swear, it's like sometimes you just have to say what you have to fucking say. The number 13 in Scorpio energy here, transformation energy, something happening. There's something about a surprise, something that surprises that has never existed before. You can afford to be generous with the gift of your time and attention. Recycle. So something's not going to be recycled, or something that you're used to always happening might not happen that way. But something about nurturing here. Nurture. I'm getting somebody, oh, like, I need nurturing, not insight. That could be how you feel about something that you're working on. Like, yeah, let me see what else. Where we at? 37. And then it's like somebody not wanting you to do something your own fucking way. And I hate that too. I hate when people want to come and capitalize off you and don't let you make your own decisions and do things that the way you want to do them. That shit makes me so fucking mad. I hate that. And I feel like there's a need for patience here. Because it's just kind of like, I fucking told you already. I told you already what I want and what I don't fucking want, and you're still breathing down my fucking neck and trying to make it complicated for me while telling everybody else you have some sort of good intention to be doing some shit. It's like, no. The irritation is real. It just really makes me mad as fuck. And I'm so over the like, oh, like, you're gonna be so sad if you don't want to do this. But it's like, how come the same people that are saying that are the liars, the abusers? And then I'm also getting an energy of like, heed the call. Like, people using subbing as a way to call you. Bitch, you're subbing me. You're being fucking rude to me. I'm not going anywhere. I don't like that. So, and then acting like it's this lighthearted thing. I feel like even you might be past the point. There's an energy of being past the point of a certain kind of energy. past the point of the ways things are done. Like, it's like, I'm past that. I don't think that way. I don't work that way. I get mad that way. Like, it's just like, I'm not, or it's like, I'm not in that energy anymore. So it's like, you're forcing me to go backwards. And it's like, but that's somebody's whole intention, for you to go backwards. I just, okay. Indecision. I'm also feeling a feeling of like, there may be a part of your heart that has a desire for something, but it's like, it's one of those things, almost like a bad breakup. You miss the person, but you know you don't want them nowhere near your front fucking door. But in your alone time, there are things about them that you may miss because you're just not quite over it yet. But it doesn't mean like, I don't know, it doesn't mean that you have to go back. And then somebody is labeling you, trying to decide like what's really right for you as laziness and procrastination. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. And then here's this energy again. Oh, well, because you want to hide and you want to be depressed, somebody else gets to be in this energy. Great. I hope they're safe. That's all I can say. I hope they're safe as they're doing it. Worry, recharge. Worry is an attachment to a particular outcome and the fear that it will not come to pass. When the pace of life becomes too hectic, know to slow down, be mindful, and go with the flow. And then look at this. I saw this before as well. Somebody is feeling like this, like they're all burnt out. And this is what I was getting with this running out of time. Somebody feels like they're out of time to do something, and they feel like you're almost out of time. So if they waste your time long enough, you will be like them. Meanwhile, they don't realize how to make a transition to the next part of their fucking life. And that's what I don't like. Like, it's just kind of like, you don't know what a transition is. Sacred space. And then there's also kind of this balance of like, when you're alone and you feel safe, things go good for you. But then like the moment you let somebody in that's playing, it all falls apart. And so I'm feeling almost like knowing what that balance looks like for you so you can catch it. Because I definitely feel like I've seen this. Like, I'm just thinking of a particular situation where it's like, I get to a certain place of growth, and then me thinking that I'm moving forward is actually me moving backwards. Like, there's this feeling of like, all right, I found my stride, and then that means that I'm ready to go and finally do this. And usually that can mean giving your power to somebody else, being a part of something that you know isn't going to uplift you in any way, being a part of something that you know isn't really gonna uplift you, right? Even though recycle came out in reverse though, right? So it's one of those things that's just very interesting. And that's the whole thing of before, you know, a waste of beauty or like feeling like that, falling into a rabbit hole of participating in something and then it dragging you down, dragging like the emotions down kind of. And then somebody's on some, oh, if you say no, we're just going to torment you from the beginning again. When really it needs to be clink clink. It really needs to be clink clink. It's hard to be I mean, somebody's and then I'm here, be positive. It's like, oh, child, please. Accomplishment. Present self-doubt. Beliefs in reverse. Yes. And I've been feeling like somebody already knowing that you just may not be in a position to accomplish something. Look, and then star in the sky. I'm so tired of the star in the fucking sky, y'all. You gotta forgive me if this reading, you know, if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, please click out. You know, not everything's for everyone. But I was just like this mule horse energy for the star in the sky. Like, I don't know. Meanwhile, it's like the person that you're, you know, the person who's on top of the mule horse is acting like they don't need nobody, or that they don't owe anybody, or that it's not a big deal, or you're replaceable, capitalism ass shit. Okay. So you not being able to be sought or seeked on the internet is gonna have to end at some point. No, yep, recycle, because they don't have the energy apparently. If they hear you say they don't have the energy, it might go on for a little bit longer, but they still may not have the energy to be continuing to do some stuff. So visualize yourself exploring. When we develop our abilities to visualize, we can manifest maximum influence on our experience of reality. Trust your imagination to help your journey through your inner landscape to find what you seek. So this is where that originality comes in. I feel like, let me see. Your unique way. Your unique doing things is the right way. Reflection, past stumbling blocks to take the right actions. Yeah. Reflection of the seeds and the limits. Yeah. And I feel like maybe having a hard time letting go of your vision. And then wanting to resurrect it. It's like the memories that you have of it aren't good. And I feel like there may be like a repetitive cycle of when you return, it's just reminds you why it wasn't good in the first place. And so it's like the obstacles resurrect. But there's something, I don't know. There's something. And then I'm going to close out. There's something, like, I'm feeling like there's like a seed. There's something, but it just may cause it's like you have to kind of go, I don't know, something needs to be done the right way. So it's like whatever the obstacles surrounding it need to be cleared. There has to be some sort of clearing. It's like something's not right. If you feel that here's what I'll say. If you feel that, trust that something is not right, trust it. Delays of all kinds, because things can't be perfect. Somebody being in an energy of perfectionism and like needing things to be a certain kind of way. I'm even getting like, I don't know, just always, it's like, oh, I did this, I got this, I put this together, I did that, I was here, I was there, I did this, I did that. No. And you gotta go back. Okay, so I tried this. What about here? I was this. Here's this. I got this. I spent some time on this. No. And then you have to pour it out. Okay, I was doing this, and then I had to get rid of that. No. And then you have to go, right? And I just feel like, I don't know, also. It's just like position, right? So that's kind of what I was saying. Like having to be it's hard to support a group vision sometimes. I'll say that. It's hard to support a group vision. So yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you. I'm also, I don't know, I picked up an energy of somebody liking to go against the grain. Even if their initial energy was to go with the grain because they thought that it was against the grain already. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Of like, okay, well, what's popular right now? What's the direction that they're going in? Okay, so then I want to go in this direction. I don't want to be on trend. I want to go against the grain. You know, everybody's doing the natural makeup, so we're going to go real dramatic. They're going dramatic now. We're doing natural. Are kind of being asked to like trend this energy to this energy of like, okay, like you wanted more of this, okay, let me just give you a little bit of that then, I guess. Because that wasn't really it. You weren't feeling that. Okay. So let me give this instead kind of energy. So I don't know. Ugh. And I'm getting it that at night you're just like smoking weed, like, oh god, like kind of looking out the window at night type energy, like what a fucking day. Or like, or even just visualizing more ideas, you know, just maybe, I don't know, visualizing more ideas. So resistance in reverse. Yeah. And so it's like, it's, I don't know, resistance in reverse, partnership, not capable, sacred space, obstacles. So many things. There's just like a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy. Oh man. I also got something, using beauty as collateral. So this is another thing that kind of falls into this energy of like using somebody's look, and then it's like just store her in a cool jar. Ooh, these celebrities, honey, trying to lock you in a fucking jail cell to help them develop their vision while having no respect for what you need and what matters to you. Like, can you imagine just, I feel like being sought after isn't always the coolest thing like you think it's gonna be. Oh, this person wants to work. It's like you just never know what their intention is behind wanting to work with you. And like just what, like when they find somebody that they feel like they can just store away, you know, like putting a flower in a box and like just hoping that it stays that way so they can look at it and enjoy what it brings and then like find a way to shine like it, but then wanting you to stay in the box forever. Very sick, very sick. Very sick. And then at night you're just like looking out, you know, then at night you get to do what matters to you. I don't like that energy. I do not like that energy. I don't like that energy. And somebody asking you to, if my evolving is happening here, love, my involvement and evolving is happening right here on this page with these cards, love. That's where the evolvement is happening for me. Thank you. My evolvement is happening here. I'm not rushing to try and give you something I don't have to give you, love. You're asking me to go dive in the water. I can't swim, hun. You saw me practice a backstroke standing on the ground, and then you assumed because of the cleanness of the line that I was ready to hop into the water while you're hoping that I'll drown. See that? Isn't that a fucked game? I saw you practice your backstroke and develop it, but I heard you haven't swam in a long time. Swimming isn't even a good example because it's like once you know how, you know how. But I hope you get what I'm saying. This energy of like, I want you to go back to what you were doing before, even though you don't want to do it, even though I don't know whether I want you to do it, because I really am not fucking with you. So I'm gonna lock you down on the internet and ensure that the work you want to put out alone does not get seen by the masses without you having to do hella extra work. Like, do you ever think about when you see channels where it's like, it seems like they should have way more followers than they have, and they're blocked down and you don't understand? It's like, why are they blocked? I don't know. I feel like there is something to that. Okay. I've rambled enough. I am all that I need to get what I want. Distractions in reverse. Like, I'm not here for the distractions right now. I have my own vision that matters to me. More tiger energy. This is my tiger. You feel me? Look, this is my tiger. This is your jaguar, and this is my tiger. So it's like, this is how I move. This is how you want to move. You're allowed to, but so am I. And so what do we do when it's like, it's a similar look, but it's not the same? Similar stripes, similar, but it's not the same. I'm on a trajectory going in an actual authentic direction with this energy. You're putting on a show with this energy. And then when you speak up, the same people then clap for you because they like your spunk. No, bro. No. Like, I don't know. I don't love the energy that I'm getting from who's surrounding you. I just think it's like very, I don't know. And then what was I saying? Oh yes, using beauty as collateral. And what do we do when people have a lot of collateral? Somebody will want to destroy it, right? They have all that collateral. I want to work against them. I'm gonna destroy the collateral. And then I just thought of Judy Garland also. Like, I imagine that maybe this type of stuff has happened since those times and earlier. You know, of like, okay, we're gonna make a little bottle of a pea mixture, and while Judy's getting ready or Judy's rehearsing, I'm gonna have somebody sneak backstage and put a little drop in her oil. So then she's getting pimples, she doesn't really know why. Collateral damage, beauty as collateral. I don't like, that energy is so, ugh. Ooh. Woo! Let it air out. I'm gonna Palo Santo it. Or you can go, because that's all I have. It's just like, you know, when you can just, sometimes like you can just foresee, you know? Like, it's like, it can be such a blessing, but it can still cause you issues when you can foresee. The future. Foresee, you know, how things, the obstacles that may play out, you know, and then it's like wanting you to be there so bad that they want to cause you obstacles where you're comfortable. It's crazy out here. It's like the right way seems to be sue. The right way seems to be sue. Law enforcement involved. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, like, I don't get good feels from this at all. I don't get good feels from this. And it sucks that everyone around, you know, was like, you know, like, this is what we want. This is what we want. Or like, I don't know. Okay, so that's all. Hope it resonated. Take care of yourself. Until next time. Bye.